Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a piece of audio tech that is literally dominating the bestseller lists. We're talking about the wildly popular Anker Soundcore P30i earbuds.
So, the core question we're tackling today is simple, but honestly, it's pretty provocative. Can a super cheap piece of tech genuinely go toe-to-toe with the luxury brands you already know and love? I mean, we all know that feeling, right? Dropping hundreds of dollars on premium earbuds, expecting absolute audio perfection. But what if you literally didn't have to?
Because right now, the barrier to entry for the Soundcore P30i sits at exactly $27.99. Think about that. That's not a premium price tag. It's not even a mid-tier price tag. That is straight up impulse buy territory. But as we're going to see from the data, the specs, and the user experiences, these are anything but cheap throwaways.
All right, let's get into section 1, the budget earbud promise.
Okay, let's dive into this. On paper, the specs here read like a wish list for a device that costs, well, 4 times as much. You're getting 10mm dynamic drivers using Anker's exclusive bass up tech. You've got the latest Bluetooth 5.4 for seamless connections and an IP54 rating, so they're totally water and dust resistant for your workouts. Plus, there are 4 separate mics powered by an AI algorithm for calls. And this is crazy for the price. They actually offer multi-point connection. That means you can connect them to your phone and your laptop at the exact same time.
But you know, maybe one of the most uniquely clever promises is physical, not digital. The P30i comes with a 2-in-1 charging case. It's got this built-in flip-out back panel that instantly transforms the case into a hands-free phone stand. It's a highly specific little gimmick, sure, but frequent flyers and commuters, they are absolutely raving about how convenient this is for watching movies on flights without having to awkwardly prop up their phones. Then there's the noise cancellation. Anker claims their adaptive, active noise canceling system can detect external sounds and automatically reduce outside noise by up to 42 decibels. Look, for less than $30, promising smart, adaptive noise cancellation of that magnitude, that is a massive swing.
Moving on to section 2, real-world audio performance. Let's check out a review from Alexander Sandor. Now, this is someone who readily admits to being a total audio snob. He spent over $1,000 on premium gear from Sony, Samsung, and Google just in the last 3 years. Yet, his verdict on the P30i is stunning. He says it delivers sound quality that matches his high-end Sony gear. He's praising the crystal-clear nuances, the sharp treble, the solid bass. When an audiophile calls a $28 device an absolute shocker of a quality device, you kind of have to pay attention. And this brilliantly illustrates the practical side of that 42 decibel ANC claim. A user named Dewey shared a highly relatable stress test. He was at the gym and they started blasting loud hype music over the speakers. So he turns on the noise cancellation on his buds and finds he can comfortably listen to an audiobook at normal volume without fighting the background noise. Now, it didn't delete the gym music entirely, but it successfully pushed it back far enough to make the spoken word perfectly clear.
Now, what's really fascinating is an insight from reviewer M. Duck. He noted that while the raw audio fidelity might not perfectly mimic dedicated in-ear monitors, what he calls the kicks, the true secret weapon of these earbuds is the tricks, specifically the Soundcore companion app. Users are just continually surprised by how robust this app is. We're talking deep equalizer customization, personalized gesture controls, and fine-tuning the ANC. It takes the baseline hardware and elevates it to a highly customized experience.
However, keeping things totally objective here, our investigation does reveal that real-world performance can be a bit inconsistent, particularly with a microphone. That 4-mic AI call system, it gets wildly varying feedback. Alexandre found it shockingly amazing, saying it cleaned away all distractions. But if we look at another verified buyer, Jose, he felt the call quality was significantly lacking. He noted multiple times where the person on the other end just couldn't hear him. It's an important reminder that at this price point, quality control or even specific environments might give you different results. Which brings us to section 3, fit, battery, and quirks.
First up, the battery. Anker claims a very clinical 10 hours of playtime on a single charge for the buds and up to 45 hours total when you use the case. But let's look at the anecdotal reality. Remember Jose, the guy who wasn't thrilled with the mic? Well, he absolutely loves the battery. He reported going 10 full days of regular use, watching shows on his iPad, working, without ever plugging the case into the wall. Across the board, users are reporting that the battery life truly lives up to and honestly often exceeds the manufacturer's hype. But let's be completely transparent about the flaws here, because, well, no tech is perfect. Users consistently point out a few annoying little quirks. First, there's no digital readout on the case to tell you the exact battery percentage. Second, if you lose a bud and use the app's Find My Earbuds feature, the tone it plays is notoriously quiet. Third, the charging case doesn't have a physical Bluetooth pairing button, which definitely confuses some folks during setup. And finally, the physical fit of the earbuds is highly polarizing.
Let's zoom in on that fit issue for a second. Reviewer EBR highlights a really common complaint, saying, "They fall out of my ears a lot. They'll often slide out while I am eating just from my jaw moving." While they do come with different-sized silicone tips, the wider stem design means that for certain ear shapes, active movement, or honestly, even just chewing your lunch, might slowly dislodge them. So if you're buying these strictly for intense, high-impact workouts, yeah, this is a quirk you absolutely need to consider.
Another quick quirk some users noticed out of the box was occasional audio sync dropouts between the left and right buds. Thankfully, we've got a highly actionable pro tip directly from the community to fix this. If you experience sync drops, step 1, download the Soundcore app immediately. Step 2, run the latest firmware update. Multiple users confirmed that this quick little software patch completely resolves those connectivity hiccups.
All right, Section 4, the final user verdict.
And I really want to emphasize that this verdict isn't just based on a few loud anecdotes or a handful of tech reviewers. We are drawing conclusions from a massive data set here. We're looking at exactly 33,659 individual ratings left by verified buyers. That is a staggering amount of real-world consumer data field testing these exact earbuds.
So the crucial point is in the data breakdown. Out of those nearly 34,000 reviews, a massive 72% give the P30i a perfect 5 stars. Another 13% give it 4 stars. That means an overwhelming 85% of people who bought this budget device walked away highly satisfied. Only 5% gave it a 1-star rating. The pure volume of data makes the consensus pretty undeniable. These things punch way, way above their weight class.
Which brings us right back to you and your own tech ecosystem. We've seen the data, we've read the experiences of audio snobs and gym goers alike. The evidence clearly shows that the gap between budget tech and luxury tech is shrinking, and it's shrinking fast. So the only question left to ask is, are you ready to ditch those premium price tags and embrace what might just be the ultimate budget banger? Take a look at your own spending habits and decide, is it time to let $28 completely surprise you?